Доброе утро. Мы находимся на выставке «Интертекстиль» в Шанхае, в Китае. Это первый раз, когда мы добрались так далеко. Нам было очень интересно, и нам выпала прекрасная возможность побеседовать с мировым лидером по производству нити для производства негорючих тканей. Good morning.
Good morning.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Anke Vollenbrücker and I'm in charge of marketing and business development at the Trevira company. Trevira is a manufacturer of polyester specialties, and one of these is actually Trevira CS, the brand for flame retardant textiles.
Thank you so much. Anke, how is Shanghai? So, do you like the exhibition?
Yes, we like it. We are here for the second time. Last year with a small stand, this year with a real big stand and a different concept as well.
Yes, I see that yesterday you have some challenge for designers.
Yes.
And it was very crowded here, so you have some interesting meeting here.
Yes, we did actually. So Trevira's concept is really to support that we want to support our customers in every level of the supply chain. And here, of course, we wanted to support the customers that are active here in China.
So do you have a lot of customers in the Asian market?
Indirect customers are mostly, I would say. These are actually the editors that are also active in Europe, and then they have representatives here. And of course, they are the ones that put forward our brand with their excellent fabrics.
Maybe some Chinese manufacturers also buy from you?
We do also have some Chinese manufacturers, some.
So it's one of the interesting growing market for your company.
Yes, we actually look to that market here. Trevira's business is still very much focused on Europe, but of course we are looking to other countries, and China is one of the markets that we look at.
So we know Trevira brand is a world leader in producing fire retardant yarn.
Yes.
And can you tell us, is it the key business of your company, or you have also other sectors?
We do have also other sectors within Trevira. We supply fibers also for the hygiene sector, for instance. We supply fibers filaments for the apparel sector, and also for automotive. That's also an important sector for us. But the most important brand for us is Trevira CS, the brand that is positioned in the home textile sector, and especially in the contract market, of course.
So I guess you were the first who started to produce this kind of fiber.
I think really Trevira was the pioneer in doing
Yes.
the flame retardant fibers. Yeah, I think we were the first ones.
And how it started? Can you tell us several facts about when it was and who was?
Actually, that was more than 30 years ago when we introduced the fiber to the market in Europe, of course. And at that time, it was really the fabrics really went more into sectors like hospitals and these kind of things, where it was the first demand for flame retardant fabrics.
So the contract market started at this time.
Yeah, the contract market started. The standards developed. And actually, the first fabrics, you cannot compare them to what you see today. They were really very simple fabrics. They didn't have a nice touch, and
they were very hard.
They were, yeah. That's what people tell me from that time.
And I think we couldn't use them for curtains, for example, because they were
stiff and they were soapy feeling.
Maybe and, also some.
Smell?
Yes.
I don't know. I don't think so. But I think they were not really nice fabrics. But they were very functional. They had the function of flame retardancy actually, and it's really nice to see how the fabrics develop. This is also, of course, due to our yarn partners, because they made a lot of fancy yarns. They worked on on the production process, on the finishing, and so that today you really have polyester fabrics that looks like a wool, a linen,
yes,
a silk,
and silk,
even.
yes.
Yeah. And
I have seen it on Deco. For example, Eric, designer of Nobilis, he showed us silk touch, fire retardant fabrics, and really I couldn't tell that it is polyester, so it looked like pure silk.
Yeah.
Yes, it's fantastic.
So I even had the same experience today with some designers we had here, and I took them around, and she said, one of them said, "Oh well, this is cotton." I said, "No, it's all flame retardant."
Flame retardant.
It's all, polyester, but in different phases, so to say.
Okay. I read on your website that home textile sector takes about 20% of your annual turnover. Is it right?
Yeah, more or less.
More or
it
less.
Always depends a little bit. But.
So I'm interested in, is it increasing or decreasing during last 3 years? Because we know that economic situation is not very good everywhere in the world. And so how is the dynamic, what is the dynamic of home textile sector from your point of view? Because you as a producer of fiber, and you're the market leader in fact, and we can see that if your turnover is increasing, then market is increasing in flame retardant item.
Yeah. It's, I mean, the home textile market has not become easier during the last years. That is very much known, I think. But we are quite satisfied that we have a stable business with trevira. Yes.
So you can say years. That turnover is increasing in home textile sector for you.
It is stable, I would say.
Stable.
So
stable.
It is stable. So we have quite a stable business with trevira. Yes. But of course you have to work on it. Yeah, you have to go see different markets, different applications. So we have, for instance, also a product that stiffens, a fiber filament that stiffens in the process, and that where you can do three-dimensional products. And they are good for acoustics, for instance. And we have to keep going.
I think you are a high-tech producer, yes? So you introduce high technology in fiber producing.
Yes, of course we are able to add also something into the polymer because we are fully integrated. Yeah, so we do our own chips, and spin out the fibers or the filaments. So we can also. I mean, trevira CS itself, it's modification of the polymer, so we really firmly anchor the flame retardant properties into the fiber. We can also do this, for instance, with bioactive substances. There's also a product that can be combined with trevira CS as well, so you have an antimicrobial effect also with the fabric. So.
Okay. Also, I have the question. So. During last 20 years, flame retardant theme in the world it's increased, and attention to it increased greatly. And of course, we have more and more producers of flame retardant fiber from other countries. Yeah. So competition is going more fierce, I think. And what do you do to be in the market leader and to have the same sector, so the same part of the market? So what are your competition advantages, competitor advantages in the world market in this sector?
Yeah, trevira is a very safe product. It has a very high performance, and actually we test every fabric according to certain fire standards. Some are done in-house trevira, some are done in labs. So you have a very stable product as to standards. So it's a very safe product with a high performance. But of course, what differentiates from us is also the concept of a partnership. We really want to be partners to our customers. That's why we offer, for instance, concepts like here, where we offer our customers a platform on a show, where we offer them a networking event with architects. So we really want to help them to sell the product.
So you strongly support your partners all over the world?
Yes, we do. We also have a customer club where a lot of the strong customers are members in, and these get also special support from us.
So you give them also promotion, also some marketing strategy?
Yes.
Great.
And actually the brand Trevira CS stands for the fabric, not really for the fibers. We test the product, and when it passes the test, the product may carry the label Trevira CS. So it's really the label for the fabric, and we do all the promotion for that label, of course, and this should help our customers as well. So our brand stands with their brand, and so it has worked out fine so far. And also I think what differentiates Trevira products is really the strength in design. It's really the high-end appeal of the fabrics. And as I said, this is also with the help of our yarn partners that do a lot of fancy yarns and so on, so that you have really high-end fabrics.
Great, thank you very much. So my next question is about Russian market. What do you think about it? So we know that we have little number of producers and manufacturers, mainly wholesalers and editors. But I think that demand for flame retardant fabrics is increasing also, because I think contract market is also very important. So what is your plan about the Russian market? How you try to support your partners there? Of course, we don't have producers buying from you, but we have wholesalers which are buying from your partners in Europe and all over the world. What is your strategy about Russian market?
Actually, we know that there is, I think, really Trevira CS. We used to have customers there, but not for Trevira CS that we know, of course. And actually, years ago, we have been more active, I have to admit. We were actually also, years back, we had the biggest stand at also the Heim Textile Fair there in Russia. We had like 20 partners on the stand. Also European players are promoting the product there. But then we stepped back a little bit from the Russian market, and now we should consider it again. I'm happy to hear what you said, that the contract market is becoming more and more important, and I think we should probably follow the same concept to support the dealers, the wholesalers, the editors that are active there. So
because more and more good hotels, for example, they pay attention to safety. They pay attention if they want to be on top, if they want to be have 5 stars, for example, they need to have flame retardant.
I know that you really have. You also have really strong, strict standards in Russia that we know also, of course.
Yes, there is.
Yeah.
Okay. And what plans you have about inventing some new technologies, maybe some new fibers, so to make your fiber more and more fashion, etc.
Yeah, actually we continuously work with our customers on improving fibers or making yarns that they with a certain effect, and so this is an ongoing thing.
So this is a continuous process.
It's a continuous process to optimize our product so that we can better fulfill the needs of our customers. So that is an ongoing process, actually.
And what market is more interesting for you? What is more important for you nowadays? So the market you are trying to increase, I mean.
Well, as I said, the focus is still on Europe.
On Europe.
But we, of course, look to new markets like China. We have a representative here also taking care a little bit of the customers that are active here. We look to the US as well, where we have also a texturizing partner, spinning partner. And also there we have
also some editors, I think.
Also some editors, and but there we also try to work with the weavers, but we support also our customers there. We do have a special event there called the Jobber Day, where we connect European manufacturers, weavers. We invite them and put them together with the jobbers there, with the editors there, so they can, because they seem to like European design. And so it's that we did that several times, so that is quite successful, that event, for instance. And also Middle East is also something, a market we look at. We also have a marketing representative there. Of course, there's lots of things going on there in the hotel industry for years now. Not an easy market, but
for example, what I see during this exhibition, that Chinese producers, they are becoming more and more qualified, so they pay attention to the quality, they try to do their unique designs, so it's developing very fast, I think. For example, 5 years ago, we couldn't see the same as today.
Yeah,
and I think what is according to flame retardant, it will also increase.
Yes, I think quality consciousness has risen in China.
Safety.
And consciousness about safety also. They do have strict standards, but the supervision of standards is a different question, we have to say. There's much activity in hotel building. Of course, the market has slowed down a little bit during the last 2 years, I would say. But it's a big market.
And it's important for you, of course.
Yeah.
Okay. Who are playing the leading role? Editors or manufacturers?
I think this
Who
cannot
lead
be
the
said.
market?
Yeah. I mean, because you have today so many shifts in the industry, because some weavers are taking up roles like editors.
Yes, I see it.
Used to do. They keep stock. They do the design. And they approach the architects directly, for instance. So it's really hard to separate, and we feel that also because
So we can say that market is changing nowadays.
It's changing.
Fluctuating.
It's fluctuating. You don't have fixed roles of who is producing, who is an editor. And sometimes if you look to their websites, you don't really know what they are doing.
Yes, I don't understand.
Yeah?
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
We'll be happy to see you in Russia, of course, during High Textile Russia. You know that we can see trevira again, so that flame return is trevira, is equal trevira.
Sounds very good.
Yes, I think it will be great for both. And also, we'll be happy. So what is the next exhibition we can see such interesting?
Actually, the next one will be really close. It's the Mood show.
Mood?
It's the Mood in Brussels. They changed the location, so we look forward to find out how that goes. That's the next one, and the big one is then actually Heim Textile
Frankfurt. And what is the...
I forgot one. We will be this year present at Orgatec also. You know, the big office show in Germany.
No, I don't know really.
It's an office show, but it's what we see that from this show comes
a
lot of
contract
information.
Market.
Yeah, it's you know, architects go there to see the latest trends, how to equip offices, office furniture, but also textiles.
Okay, interesting.
And again, there we have the concept to take our customers with us and
to promote them.
Yeah,
great.
And this will also really be a brand staging a bit more. It's all about the brand trevira CS. You will find several little houses. We will have something like you're actually the first one I tell it.
I'm happy to know.
We will have something like a trevira city, so small houses where customers present their fabrics and showing a little bit the trends in the office sector, that, you know, you have also some atmospheres are changing. It's not a cool office anymore. You have lounge there, you have things like that there. You have acoustic textiles are important. So we have several topics that we present there through our customers. So.
Very interesting. Thank you so much, Anka.
Thank you.
See you again.